Hi Virgo, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your mid-January tester reading, testing. So this is my new deck, the Druid Craft Tarot, and it is by Philip and Stephanie Cargome, illustrated by Will Worthington. Beautiful, beautiful cards. I love the translation. I love the illustrations. I love the size too, because you really have to focus on what you're doing when you're shuffling these, because they're so big in your hands. So that means the focus is really on the cards. See that? I'm going to take that card. First, I want to say that I'm having a special right now because of hitting the 10,000 mark. So it's $1 a minute with a minimum of 15 minutes. So 15 minutes is $15, 30 minutes is $30. You get the picture. So, and I do want to thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. Love all your comments. I just have the most wonderful subscribers and viewers. Everyone is so kind. I wish you all knew each other, you know, because everyone is really kind and really has so much integrity, I think. Anyway, so, oh, also, I want us to say, you might be feeling lately like an uncontrollable urge to organize everything in your house or in your shed or in your garage or whatever. You got to get things straightened away. You feel like, oh, this has been around too long, but this is called nesting, and a lot of people are feeling this way. I've been feeling this way. I'm trying to get all projects that I got started. I'm trying to finish them all up now and get everything straightened away. And I thought it's kind of weird, you know. It reminds me of nesting when I was pregnant. And women that are pregnant in their 7th to 9th month will do this. They can't even control themselves. They have to. They're not really thinking about it, processing. They're just automatically have to do it. And so if you're finding that you're doing this in your life, it's because you're getting ready to birth something. The pregnant woman does it to get ready for the baby. She's got to get everything ready, so because she can't be busy with that stuff, take care of the baby too. So you're doing it because you're getting ready to birth something. You may not know what it is. You know, what is that I'm going to birth? You may not know it yet, but there's something instinctual in you that is getting ready for it. You know, they say when the woman starts organizing, the baby's coming. So there you go. Anyway. What are the messages for Virgo? Mid-January 2019. What are the messages for Virgo? Okay. Yeah, they're ready. I shouldn't even have tossed them, probably. They're ready. When they're ready, they're ready. Put this one over here. Yes. Sometimes I have to think about what I'm doing here. And K. There's a lot of contemplation here right off the bat. That's something I can see. You're contemplating a lot. So let me grab my glasses here. So the card that fell out, usually when they fall out, when they're jumpers, they're time cards. And this is a 7, the 7 of Wands. So this could be 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months. And this is feeling defensive. You know, you're preparing for battle in a way. These guys are coming up around the bend, you know, and they all got weapons and they're all in armor, and you're at a good standpoint. You see them coming and you're getting ready. This is a very defensive standpoint. You may feel this way at this time, 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months. You could be feeling this right now, very defensive, you know. You feel like you have to stand up for yourself. Basically, stand up for yourself, okay? So, your first card in the past, which is now or before now, is the Four of Swords. And you can see in the Four of Swords, this guy is sitting back. He's out in the country on his own. He's sitting under this tree. This tree is even going over him, I should say, and around him, hugging him almost, while he sits comfortably and contemplates his next move. And so it's withdrawing from the social world to think about what am I going to do next? What am I going to do? Kind of at the crossroads. Fours are like crossroads at times too. So, you know, and he's got options there. All three of the swords are pointing up. They look a little bit more dangerous to me. And then he has one on his lap. He's got it pointed towards the, kind of looks like the sunset to me. But anyway, pointed towards the sun, and that means opportunity, success. So he's thinking about if he's going to, you know, do this once he gets up. The next card in your past is the Two of Pentacles. Lovely cards, eh? You know, so you can see that she's juggling here. So she's juggling while she's waiting for her ships to come in. And there's two ships as well as two coins here that she's juggling. So she's got options, you know, she's juggling. She hasn't chosen one or the other yet. So this is about choice, and also about not wanting to choose. I want both. I want my cake and eat it too. Why can't I? But sometimes, you know, the cake won't accept that. They say, nah. So, And then there is the Prince of Swords. And this is a message coming in to you. This is the truth. This is, you know, and it's funny because you have that sword laying on your lap there. See that? See that? And he's pointing his sword in the exact same direction. So I think there's talk about the same thing. You know, you guys are thinking the same thing, talking about the same thing. He, this could be a young air sign. You know, sometimes it's an air sign. Libra, Aquarius, or geez, I don't know what I can't think of it. Gemini. Sorry about that. And he's very determined. You know, he wants to get the truth out, and no more of this he said, she said stuff, right? And maybe that's what's going on here. Information, and you know, maybe this is these two guys saying, and she's juggling these two, and she's like, which one shall I put? Will I put that one today or that one today? and so, you know, one guy, it could be the same guy. It could be the guy is sitting back and saying, you know, I don't know if I want to go for this. I don't really like the way she's got to choose me or I'm out of here kind of thing. And so this is coming forward and saying it, I think. Make your choice, lady or man. In the present, you have the 8 of Wands. All right. So this is also communication, you know, and it's motivation, it's movement, it's taking your ideas and your skills and what you know, and now it's and his throwing that wand in the air. You know, sometimes when you're throwing one out there, you're just putting yourself out there. You don't know where it's going to land, but you're willing to give it a shot anyway. I'll give it a shot, right? He's also shooting it over water, too, like a really far distance, it seems, okay? So there could be travel involved here. Sometimes travel is indicated by the 8 of Wands, movement over water, and his intentions. You know, your intentions. He's aiming at something, where it will land. Hopefully it lands where he's aiming it, you know. So it's funny because this comes under the 4 of Swords, where you're thinking about, okay, where am I going to aim my wands that I have? Where am I going to do that? What direction am I going to head in? And so he knows now in the present exactly where he's going to aim them. The next card and the center of your whole reading is the 8 of Swords. So, as you know, the 8 of Swords is a mental prison. These swords aren't even caging her in, really. She could walk around them. Even if she bumped into one, she could walk around it. She's not in any real danger. And she's mentally bound. The only thing that's stopping you, basically, is your own head, your own hesitation, your own fear of what you're going to do. You're afraid to decide, you know. You're afraid to, you feel like if you choose, you're going to miss an opportunity if you give one of those coins up, you know. So you're trying to hold on to both of them. And the fear of just letting one drop, that's what this is, you know, just letting one drop and make the choice. You're afraid you're going to make the wrong choice, I think. That's what you're afraid of. And, you know, and that's why he's just throwing one wand ahead to see, you know, hesitation. There's hesitation here. And then you got another 8. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Oh, my God. You got 3 8s across your present. 3 8s, okay? So, this is communication, and communication is very important in your life right now. Like, you have got to voice your intentions, voice your fears, face your fears too. And this one is voicing your feelings. You know, this one's your feelings. All of these cups are upright. There's a lot of good in this relationship. You know, you've been building these and collecting these cups for a long time in this relationship. Carmela! But you're willing to walk away because there's something missing. And can you see how they're kind of out on this island? They're remote, detached. There's some sort of detachment here, I see. you know, detachment. And so when there is that, you know, there's not connection, you know, plugged or unplugged. And this is unplugging. This is like there's some sort of detachment, and somebody might be saying, well, I'm not sticking around, you know, unless I get all the cups. I want them all. And someone might be saying, no, I'm only going to give 8. I'm reserving these 2. And they say, see ya. I want them all, or I don't want them. You know, you can't take half a person. You're all in, or you're all out. You know, it's true. It's true. If you really want to have that relationship, you know, people are looking for that relationship, but they're not putting that into it. So you're all in or you're all out. And it does require taking a chance. You know, it is scary. It's, you might get hurt. You just might get hurt. But you might, someone might walk away if you're not going to go all in. That's kind of what I see here, okay? In your future, I can't believe you got 3 8s there. Like, you're right at this change in your life where you're deciding what's good enough for you and what's not. You know, you're not going to just take anything, and that's good, but you might miss opportunities too if you're so afraid to take anything. So, you know, it's that double-edged sword sort of idea, right? But that's strong, really strong. 8 8 8. 8 is the number of unity and infinity, right? So the first card in your future is the 7 of Cups. And you can see this guy, he's looking in the water, thinking about, dreaming, really. Dreaming of what he could have. And meanwhile, here up on the ledge sits a perfectly good, beautiful, gleaming, golden grail. And he's not noticing. He was like, yeah, but look at all those cups down there. Like, you know. And it's kind of taking something for granted in a way. You know, you're not seeing what you have. Only dreaming about what you could have. Meanwhile, you got the golden grail. You got the golden cup right there. You're not paying attention, kind of thing, okay? Your next card is the 10 of Swords. So, you know, this guy, he feels, it's kind of good because it's coming after this 8 of Swords, right? So this is the end. This is the end of the struggle of feeling backstabbed. You know, this guy is, he's beaten. You know, he's beaten. He admits defeat and just falls. But the thing is, now it's over. It's over. Really feeling like you lost. Like, this feels like you lost something. You know, I'm kind of wondering back here with this 2 of Pentacles, we're going back to this 2 of Pentacles. And even though you don't have, well, you do. You have the card of, this is kind of reflection, right? He's reflecting, dreaming. But on what pentacle you didn't choose. This is still looking back and feeling like you lost something. You know, I think there's regret here. But you're going to move on. Now, you still have this blindfold on, though, you know. Again, you don't want to decide. Here we are back at a 2. Does this seem to be a pattern in your life? You know, having confidence in the decisions you make. If you're making them for you and nobody else, you know, you're going to make the right decision. What feels right, you know, trusting yourself. And this path looks slightly lighter, you know, slightly clearer. And this one looks very dark. But she's wearing a blindfold. She is only seeing what she wants to see. Okay? Instead of what is best for her. What is, you know, you can't really see what's at the end of either of these paths, but there's an assumption going on here that this might be clearer, easier. There's an assumption. Be careful with those. Okay, so here you are back in indecision again. After you walked away from something, or someone walked away from you. You know, and the 7 of Wands back here that fell out in the first place, feeling defensive. You know, it kind of reminds me of this 8 of Cups in a way. You're climbing up the hill. You're going to be on your own. Forget it. And now you're here up on your own, and you feel like you're getting these swords thrown at you, right? And eventually they're hitting you in the back, you know, while you're walking out the door. And it's not a good feeling. Well, I think that this next choice you make is really important. This is the big, you know, don't make a choice because you're afraid you might fail or afraid it's going to be difficult, because always the most difficult things have the greatest rewards. The things we dream of. The things we dream of. Here's another 7 too I might take note of. 2 7s. So a lot of emotion. Looks like defensiveness, regret, fear, you know. You got all these emotions going on that's holding you back. It's holding you back. And wouldn't it be less work to just face them, just stand up? You know, when there's a bully around and they every day after school you come out and they push you around and they trip you, and it's every day after school, every day at recess. You have to deal with this over and over again until finally one day you face them and you say, let's go. You know, I'm sick of this. Let's go right now. I'm going to take you on. I'm going to give it all I got. And then the bully doesn't really, you know, like that. And they back down. And, you know, this is you. You got to face this bully. You got to face this bully because it's keeping holding you back. And it's you know, people are people. They're not who they are because of you. It's because of them. So, you know, let go. Be free of all those restraints. And you're just about to. You know, you're just about to be done with all that, you know. And you're going to make new choices. But don't take that fear into your new choices now. Make what the choice that's best for you and your needs. Okay? Your needs. Not necessarily your wants. You know, your needs. You have something to work on here. You have something. Okay? These Druidcraft tarot are very specific messages, okay? So probably won't resonate with everybody, and I don't usually say that when I don't do readings, all that resonate stuff. I just read it, and you take it or you don't, you know. But these are so specific, these messages and these ones I'm starting to notice. The other thing, it is a test reading. I'm feeling these cards out, getting to know them. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. And anyway, if you'd like a personal reading, the information is in the description box. And please like, share, and subscribe. As I said before, thank you for all your support. And I'll talk to you soon. Tinker out.